How's it going, guys? It's Undead Frankie, and today we're going to talk about the setting of Fortune City. It's always something that's intrigued me as people write it off as being Vegas, but they never ask which part of Vegas. Well, I set out to find those answers, and in doing so, I have a newfound appreciation for its attention to detail. After you watch this video, the way you see Fortune City will be changed forever. But before we can dive into the nitty-gritty, it's important that I mention some things. For the most part, this video is entirely speculative, and while I tried my best to track down these locations, there's very few definitive answers. Even still, the video might help shed light on why the city changed so much since that 2009 reveal and its concept arts. But with that out of the way, let's just get into it. The best place to start is the Royal Flush Plaza. Despite its unique and large layout, it was difficult to find landmarks or identifiable objects, which made it a bit of a guessing game. The closest thing I could find to the lobby of Royal Flush is the lobby of Caesar's Palace. To compare, both are somewhat cylindrical, featuring hanging lights and skylights in their center. A neat detail is that on top of the Dark Bean Cafe is a miniature replica of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, surrounded by coffee cups with the three colors of Italy's flag. There's a few more similarities, but let's move upstairs instead. Early concept arts show that it once had a faux sky painted along the top of an archway, and Slappy's was also supposed to be here. These archways actually resemble the ones that are seen in the Venetian Hotel. It even has some of the lights around the windows in the same way. And fun fact, these banners still use the concept art and Slappy's is still visible. As for the Slot Ranch Casino, Palisades, the Arena, and the Atlantica, it could easily be any casino, bar, or original concept, and while I'm dedicated to the series, there's something like 144 casinos in Vegas, and that doesn't include shut down, renovated, or destroyed properties, so good luck finding it. The Yucatan is also a mystery, but we have a real-life photo of the casino, heavily edited. If anybody can recognize this casino or sports bar, please leave a comment and let me know, as it's been killing me to find out. Now we can get into something that's 100% guaranteed. Despite what I said earlier, the Americana Casino is confirmed to have been based on the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, which started operating in 2007. Like with the Yucatan, we have real-world references for these, which contained key clues. Mainly the light structures, the hanging paper lanterns, the lights on the columns, and the carpet pattern, which is identical to, or at least was, at the time of these photos. We also get another unrelated clue here, but I'll wait to explain it later when it's more relevant. Another clear reference is Benny Jack's BBQ Shack, or, as it's called in real life, Benny's Smokin' BBQ and Brews. The real place probably doesn't serve durians and ground up politicians though, or at least I'd hope. As for early footage, I'm going to show a clip, but the only significant detail here is the Atlantica Casino. This version of the exterior can only be seen very briefly in this trailer and during the X10 Fortune Strip demo, where it was moved to be next to the hot Excite-O-Rama, eventually being completely covered by marble or stone walls. The signs, the light patterns, and even the walls reveal that it can only be one specific casino. It's very obvious that it's the Fremont Hotel and Casino. Here's some real photos to compare, and the resemblance here is undeniable. When talking about the outside area, it's impossible not to mention the awning or canopy above the north section of the strip. The easiest comparison to draw would be the Fremont Street canopy, and that display has 16.4 million pixels and is 1,375 feet long. It kinda makes the in-game equivalent look sad, but it's the thought that counts. While doing my research for this video, I decided to Google Shamrock Sign Vegas to see if there was anything like the sign of the Shamrock's Casino. That actually led me to a Flickr post, which was made about a very similar looking sign in the Neon Museum in Las Vegas. A lot of times, casinos that are about to be demolished or bought out will sell or donate its neon lights and signs to the museum. And that was helpful because I needed to know if the casino was shut down or renovated. The name attached to the photo was Fitzgerald's Casino, but it wasn't a single casino. They actually own multiple casinos, so I started looking for pictures of all of them to find any similarities. While the casino in Vegas looked nothing like it, I found exactly what I was looking for in Reno. Immediately, the resemblance stuck out like a sore thumb. It was nearly identical to the Shamrocks Casino. Cursive font, light patterns, 3 shamrocks on the front, green neons running vertically down the building, and even the corrugated concrete. It's all there. The biggest difference is the height. The sign at the top clearly shows this, but if we look at beta photos, we can see they just took the model and squished it, which is why it looks so disproportional. Unfortunately, this casino has also been remodeled, as it closed in 2008. In its place now is the Whitney Hotel. Most of the original building is completely covered up at this point. Quickly, on the topic of Reno, at one point the game also had a very similar sign to the one in Reno, and can be seen briefly in this trailer and in this screenshot. Moving on to the Pub of Gold, and it was immediately reminiscent of the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino. It has very similar awnings, curves, and general shapes. The lights on the edge are also arranged in a very similar pattern. In my opinion, this is a mashup of the Glitter Gulch and Golden Nugget. As you can see, it was decorated with a cowgirl, but besides the thematic differences, the two signs share a lot of specific details. The real-life counterpart, Vegas Vicky, was married to Vegas Vic in 1994's Fremont Street Experience. Unfortunately, the Glitter Gulch was demolished in 2017 along with the Mermaids Casino and the Las Vegas Club. However, it's not all bad. While Vegas Vicky is no longer displayed on the Strip, it was restored, and you can still see her at the Circa Resort and Casino at the appropriately named Vegas Vicky's Cocktail Lounge. The peephole itself doesn't have a real-life representation as far as I know, but it's a clear reference to the former event by Jerry Mitchell called The Peep Show. This was shown in the Americana reference photo earlier, but both have a very similar name and logo with a keyhole. While the Peep Show itself is no longer running, it was shown from April 2009 until September 2013. A detail of the exterior of the Americana is a partial replica of the United States Capitol building. While it doesn't have the statue on top, it's very similar, and as we move into the concept art, it becomes even more apparent. Here, it's much more detailed and looks a lot larger than it is in the final game. The Casino Verona never makes an official appearance, but it's obviously the Golden Nugget, and we know what to look for. Now, in my opinion, it's a stretch to say that the El Corteo Hotel was the Fortune City Hotel, but I found the real-life reference pretty easily, as it's called El Cortez. The structures are completely different, but the logos are nearly identical. As for the other areas, it's very hard to place them. As is, some of these are a stretch, but at the very least, I hope you enjoyed this insane attempt at trying to piece the world together. I want to take this chance to say that in making this video, I learned so much about Vegas, Reno, and Fortune City. They truly did a fantastic job of capturing pieces of Vegas while taking advantage of the creative freedoms that they had. The end result is an unforgettable experience, rich with the personality and attitude of Las Vegas, and I wouldn't have it any other way. In the description below, I'm including an edited in-game map which contains the real-life locations if you want to check it out for yourself. With that said, have a good one.